Dr. Pamela Ellis, welcome to Love Your Money.
Thank you, Hillary. I'm excited to be here.
Oh my gosh, I can imagine my listeners are at the edges of their seat. This is a topic everyone is so frustrated by and wants to know more about.
Yes, they do.
Today, we're talking about how to get your child into the right college and with money.
With money. That's
With
right.
money. Tell me how your career brought you to this point. How did you get to be
Oh,
where you are?
oh my goodness. Wow, that's a long story, and I'm going to shorten it. But before I do, I want to say to your listeners just how amazing you are as a host, and certainly remind them all to go out and do a 5-star review. And
Oh
so I
my
really
gosh.
appreciate
Thank you.
everything
My
you do in
producers
this
will send
space.
you a
Yes.
check. I appreciate this.
Absolutely, absolutely. And so my backstory is that I am a first generation college graduate and
Oh,
first generation high school graduate as well, because
wow.
my parents were finished eighth and my dad finished 10th. And so, with that being said, they really couldn't help me with the college process. And so, fast forward with, finishing college, I finished college with only $10,000 in debt, which was great then, is great now. But when
Yeah.
I started, I went there with $70 and just had no idea of what I was getting into or how to really make it work those 4 years.
Did
And
that $70 afford you a textbook?
it didn't, because when I got to the bookstore the next day, my books were $350 for the first
Yeah.
quarter. So I really didn't know what I was getting into. But certainly, Hillary, becoming a mom is really what got me into what I'm doing today. Because as most parents, you want the best for your kids. And I was just obsessed with figuring out how to help them through school. And so that's what led me to the work that I'm doing. And I was so obsessed that I went back to get my doctorate degree. And my work is around high school to college transition. So, what supports students with navigating high school and going on to thrive in college?
Okay. And you seem to have discovered kind of a special sauce when it comes to strategizing college. What
Yeah.
was there one aha moment that led you to becoming the education doctor?
Oh, wow. I think a lot of it was the concern around supporting parents and really giving them the tools that they needed. Many of my parents that I work with are executives, and they have very busy schedules and time starved, and just really not having the bandwidth to support their kids. And so
Mm,
I partner with them in that journey. And so, like most parents know, kids hear things differently from a third party than they do their parents. And my work really supports them with strengthening that parent teen bond.
Now, do you do that in a one-on-one way or
I do it in both one on one and groups.
okay?
Yep,
Uh, is it true that you visited 500 colleges?
it is. It is. You sound surprised by that.
Can you name them? No, I'm kidding.
Oh, I
When
wish.
I know. When you go to visit a college, are you
Yeah.
looking for something specific? Are you making relationships? What is on the research agenda?
Actually, the research agenda for those college visits is really getting a sense for the feel of the college, so
Mm,
that as I am working with students, all types of students, how can that college best support students and what types
mhm.
of students do they excel in supporting? So that's really the key
Okay.
thing that I'm looking for. And those visits make such a huge difference because we're looking at the student first in terms of what are the factors of fit for them and then applying that to the colleges. And it looks different for every student. And just having that background of so many colleges, seeing similarities as well as differences in the environments and talking with students, sometimes talking with the presidents of the colleges, has really made a difference in terms of being able to do that.
Getting to know the ethos of the school, huh?
Yes.
And so, on the chronological timeline,
Mhm.
when would you have families begin to start thinking about strategizing for college applications?
Right. For it's going to usually be 10th grade at the latest.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And what are the activities that they're doing in the 10th grade, for example?
Wow, they're starting to build their application portfolio. So, what's going to be submitted in their applications? Some families come as early as ninth grade, and what we're doing is grade year specific. And so, for ninth and 10th grade, a lot of it is around mindset, just as you talk
Is that
about.
right?
Yeah, it's mindset of not only the teen, but the parents as well.
Uh,
Because for the parents,
oh,
it's letting go and letting their teen own the process. For the teens, it's really confronting and knowing what's their why for college and looking at what are their values and giving them that opportunity to under- understand more about who they are and what interests them. And
mhm.
sometimes that time to reflect and really think about those things just doesn't happen without, some assistance and also making space for it to happen.
Well, it probably doesn't happen because, especially in some circles, it's Ivy League or nothing, right? I mean,
Right.
the more fancy brand name your school, the better you are as a parent.
Right.
And so there's really almost no thought given to, is this the right school for my student?
That is so true. And we want to make sure that it's centered on what's a fit for my student and who
Yeah.
my student is and what's going to support them in developing their confidence as they are making those decisions around those school choices.
Can you say more about inviting the parents to let go of the process? I felt myself go, wait, what? No,
Yes.
because I've got one shot to do this right. I got to make sure to overmanage this project, and my 14-year-old can't do it better than me. Say more about that.
Yes, I think we all feel that way as parents, but so many occasions, our kids just hear things differently from us as parents than they do from a third party. And so what we're doing is allowing the parent to trust their team,
Yeah.
essentially. Because if you're doing it for her, I guarantee you it's not going to be
It's,
quite what may be the best for her. Because you're, in many ways, when you're doing it for her, Hillary, you're doing it as you would do it for yourself, but not necessarily for her, if that makes sense to you. And so, as parents, we're thinking, yeah, we got this. It's our process. We are doing this. And it's like, no, it's really your teen's journey. And some of the times, we do a combination of both the individual and family meetings so that
uh-huh.
parents can still be a part of it, but they're not controlling it or, really taking away that responsibility for their teen in terms of being accountable, becoming independent, and really learning how to self advocate. And they can't learn that if you're doing it for them. And so
Mm,
that's what I mean in terms of the letting go. Because sometimes as parents, we're afraid. We don't want them to be hurt. We don't want them to feel quote unquote rejected. And so we may take it away from them. But what I've seen when parents do that is the student becomes resentful.
mhm.
And it's easy to say, I don't want to be at this college because I didn't choose to come here, you
Right.
know? And we really don't want that. And so rather than parents, always feeling that they have to nag their teen to even get them to talk about college or to nag them to do the things that they think they should be doing, we take that away and talk about it and give them the ownership of the process. We're coaching and guiding. We're not doing it for them. And we don't want parents doing it for them either, because that's
Hmm,
something that colleges can very much recognize right away if you're doing it
really?
for them. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I
Yeah.
know. I think some of my clients spend their child's junior and senior years, maybe 30 hours a week. It's
Oh,
like,
parents spend well over 300 hours helping their
oh,
teen with the college admissions process. And the parents that I work with, they don't have that kind of time. They really don't.
yeah,
And yeah, maybe they would want to get in there and start writing essays, but they really don't have the bandwidth to do it.
correct.
They
Yeah,
really
yeah, I
don't.
hear you. Well, let's talk about sticker price.
Yeah.
Okay. Every college has a cost of attendance number on its
Hmm.
website.
Yeah.
What do you, and this is the intimidating part
Hmm.
for many
Yeah.
families, especially mass
Yeah.
affluent, they've saved in a
Hmm.
529, but of course you can borrow money for college. You can't borrow money for retirement.
Right.
So there's a natural push pull there. What do you want
Hmm.
parents to know about that sticker price number?
That 20% of families nationally are paying the sticker price.
Oh, are the other 80% paying more or less?
The 80% are getting some monies for college.
Okay. Talk to me about this process.
Yeah. So with our students, so 95% are admitted to their top choice colleges, and the average scholarship is 75,000. The overwhelming majority of families that we work with do not qualify for any financial aid.
Right.
They do not. So,
But you can still qualify for scholarships.
yes, and the biggest dollars come from the colleges, because we all know that, yes, that's a sticker price that they have online. The
Uh-huh.
other number to look at in the details is what is the average paid.
Okay. The average
And
paid by the endowment at the college?
no, for families who are paying to go to that college.
Oh, I
The
see. So you can
average
also
tuition
find
is a
out
lot.
what people are actually paying.
Mhm.
I see.
Yep.
Okay. And so is getting a scholarship or targeting yourself for large scholarship? I mean, I would call
Yep.
$75,000 big money. That's big
Hmm.
money. Tell me,
Yeah.
what's the key to that?
The key to that is the right fit. And it's what we embed in our process is looking at what are the 5 factors of fit for that student. And then we're
Oh,
matching that with the colleges. And so that's how we're able to support them with admissions and also getting money for college. Because when it's the right fit, those are the colleges that you are also most likely to thrive at. And that's what the colleges are looking for is, students who are going to contribute and thrive when they're there. And so that's what we are matching up, if you will, because our
uh-huh.
process always starts with the student. What are those 5 factors of fit for them? That's how we start to build the list.
Are the 5 factors 5 categories? What are they?
They are academic, social, financial, vocational, and cultural. So those are the 5 factors of fit that we
Okay.
employ in our process.
I can imagine 4 of them. What is meant by social?
Social is really about how you make friends.
Say more about that. In other words, do I
Yeah.
need a football game to make friends? Is it like that?
Oh,
Or am I
actually,
living in the dorms kind of a thing?
yes, the residential experience is definitely part of it. It's also the ways that you engage to make friends. Like for some kids, they make friends through playing chess, or maybe they're a gamer, or maybe they do make friends through a
Oh,
sport because they're playing a sport. The other thing about the social fit also can be any dietary restrictions, because a lot of times we make
oh,
friends through meals. And
huh.
so, can that college accommodate that for you? So,
Oh, wow. I
that's what I
never
mean in
thought about
terms
that.
of the social piece. And it's come up, with a lot of our students. One of our students, she needs to be in a celiac free. environment. And so that meant then that, we have to make sure that the colleges can support that. And nowadays they all do. So
Yeah.
it's not as big of a
Gluten-free.
deal. Yeah.
Gluten-free, yeah.
Mhm.
That is very interesting. So as you're targeting, is it just that families come to you and you have a wide-ranging knowledge of what these colleges are, the 5 factors for the college, you get to know the student, and so you're able to kind of immediately funnel them towards a small suite of colleges that you think fit, and then does the scholarship money come as an outcrop of that?
Exactly.
How much time are families spending applying for scholarships? Is it all from the college?
The bulk of the money, especially if you're a family of means, is going to come from the colleges.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay. So they
And
aren't sending out 10,000 scholarship applications to get 75,000. You're targeting one particular source.
yes, we're focused on the colleges. That's because
Okay.
that's the biggest pot, Hillary. There are tons of scholarships out there, and families can start applying for scholarships as early as age 13. So they don't even have to
Uh-huh.
wait, to apply for these scholarships. Many of them are going to range from $500 to about maybe 2,500, and there are a sprinkling of some that are really substantial.
Mm.
And for one of our students who, was a STEM student, because there's a lot of, colleges that offer scholarships in STEM, the foundation that offers the scholarships are linked to the colleges. And so you can't get the money unless you are admitted to a particular college.
I
And
see.
so that's where we focus our energy is on the colleges and making sure that they're the right colleges for those students.
And there is lots of talk about strategizing the FAFSA. Are
Mhm.
your families filling out the FAFSA
They
and
are.
or are you integrating strategy into that?
They are filling out the FAFSA, and I'm not sure if I would say we're integrating strategy to it. I
In
mean,
other words, are
it
you
would
trying
be
to lower taxable income?
well, what we do is we do refer them to a financial advisor that can help them with that piece
Oh,
because we're not financial advisors. And so I
uh-huh.
can't speak to that. We know the colleges, we know those well, and we know the application process related to those colleges, but the financial advising piece we don't do. We do encourage them to, apply for FAFSA and also to apply through the CSS profile if the college needs that. Because sometimes parents don't even know that term or realize that they need to even complete that form.
What's CSS?
It's a form that's required for mostly private colleges. And there are a few
Huh.
public universities that also require the CSS profile. So it's a separate file, and it's one where they ask questions totally different from FAFSA, but it's all related to getting those monies directly from the institutions because they have their endowments, they have, massive budgets for awarding these dollars, and they can make a decision about need totally different from the federal government.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
that is so interesting. I hear you about financial advisors on the FAFSA. Do you have any kind of hero or heroine stories of students you've worked with who you think may have, without your consultation, sort of gone a traditional route when in fact they were better targeted or better suited for a school that they might not have even known about and that they ended up thriving
Oh,
there with?
yeah.
Tell tell my listeners, let's
Yeah.
hear it. If you could
Yeah.
tell it, I'd appreciate it.
Yeah, I have quite a few of those. One in particular that comes to mind is a student who really didn't know what she wanted to do.
Yeah.
The one thing she did do
Who
was,
does at
yeah, I know,
15?
right? She was an equestrian, and she knew that she wanted a place where she could ride. And so there were some, I would say, issues in terms of transcript. So she didn't
Okay.
have the perfect transcript, but certainly did want to go to college so that she could ride.
Okay.
And that required looking at things a little bit differently in terms of what the options would be, and also making sure that she was in a place where she could get the support that she needed. Her parents were both physicians, and
Hmm.
so not expecting any money at all. And they were one of those parents that I said, no, still fill out FAFSA, just do it anyway. And dad spent about maybe 30, 45 minutes doing FAFSA. And it ended up that not only did she get scholarships at all the colleges where she applied, but
Really?
also at the college where she decided to go, even knowing the resources that they had. And they gave him an additional, or her, an additional 12,000 because he filled out FAFSA. And so that, I think, was a windfall. And I know for sure that the colleges that she probably would have chosen, or even if they had, done it together as a family, would have been mostly local
Hmm.
colleges within their state, and probably not really the opportunities that she had for the school where she attended.
So she ended up going out of state.
She did. And oftentimes, the thought is that it'll be cheaper to stay in state, but I have not seen that yet.
Is it true that you said female students actually do better the further they go from their home?
Yes.
Can you do me
Yes.
a favor and never tell my daughter that?
You know something? I won't. I'll whisper it now. Just between me and you.
Now I'm thinking back. I went to school. I went to university 20 minutes from my home. I'm thinking, I wonder if I had gone to Hawaii, what would have happened? Um, let's see. What do you think is the average 529 account size balance that families who work with you have?
That I wouldn't know,
You don't
Hillary.
ask?
I sure don't. One thing I
Sure.
know for sure is that the majority of my families do have a financial advisor.
Do you recommend any softwares? Do you use any particular databases in your work? It's your
In
brain,
my work,
huh?
yes, I do. No, no,
Oh.
no. I do have a database. Everything isn't in my brain. There are other people who work on my team. They would be in trouble if they had to wait on me. So no, we do have a database that we work with that our students use to do their
Get
college
access to?
research. Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay,
Hmm.
very good. Um, did you say, in the spirit of the holidays, that you have a gift for my audience?
I absolutely do. I came bearing a gift. And for all of those who have listened to the end, the gift that I have for them is a college confidence blueprint. And what it is a roadmap of step by step for each grade year, how to best support your teen in their college journey, and also a communication guide, because so many times parents aren't sure how to have that conversation about college with their students in a way that their student doesn't blow up or do the silent treatment. And so that's what it is. And all they have to do is message me on LinkedIn, the keyword Blueprint 25, and I'll send it over to them. And I'm at Dr. Pamela Ellis on LinkedIn, DrPamelEllis.
And that's Blueprint 25.
Yes.
Okay, amazing. Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
thank you so much. Well, and we do
Thank
have a
you.
signature question that I ask all my
Yes.
guests.
And I'm ready for it.
My question to you is, if your money were
Mhm,
writing you a love note, what would it
mhm.
be thanking you or complimenting you for?
It would thank me for um, putting it in the right places at the right time.
Lovely. Okay, got it. Strategic placement. Yes, money needs a place and a job. Thank you so much. It's been such a
Yes,
pleasure to have this conversation with you,
you
Dr.
too.
Ellis.